missing out. Is this show?
Jack, good looking and most certainly touched by the hand of God. I am the front man, Jah-C, here to tell you all, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, well, hell, we love.
Guys, we are here today. Another We Love Wrestling Spotlight, a We Love session. I usually say we're here to talk to these people, but this is a person who, when he talks, we just listen. One of the best talkers in the game. One of the best one of the best wrestlers in the game. Let me not say independent. One of the best wrestlers in the game. The first inaugural Black Wrestlers Matters champion. Named it the Silver Smoker. Love that name. We have here today with us, and I'm excited about this, the front man, Jah-C. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm living on cloud nine, Daddy. You can't knock the smile off my face unless I want it going.
I heard that, Jah-C. So before we get into it, the first question I always ask here is, why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
Well, if I started with what started my love for wrestling, we'd be here for longer than you would like. But why I love wrestling is because it is the one constant outside of God and my family that has kept my 10 toes to the ground, my eyes on the prize, and me pushing forward. It's the one thing outside of God and my family that has inspired me to, as cheesy as it may sound, be a good man and do the right thing, as Spike Lee would want me to say.
Okay.
It's the ultimate storytelling spectacle, dude. It's the best. And that's what hooked me. And that's why.
He just mentioned one of them buzzwords for us that we've been on the last couple of weeks, storytelling. Look out for that top 10 storytellers from our perspective list coming out. But Jah-C, how important is storytelling in wrestling?
It's incredibly important. It's the entirety of what it is. It's the purpose of wrestling. Other than that, and I love the fact that you all have the top 10. Is it top 10 storytellers?
Top 10 storytellers that we're working on right now.
Yeah, I love that. I'm very intrigued by that, and I would love to hear the conversation behind that. But if we don't have storytelling and depend on the stories being told, then we're just out there punching each other in the face and hitting ropes for what? You know what I mean? There's got to be a purpose. Sometimes the purpose and the story is as simple as flexing the fact that I can do this thing in this ring better than anybody else, and that's fine. But there's a story. I'm a sucker for being drawn into the stuff. You know what I mean? Give me a reason.
You saying that, so you draw people in before the matches even happen. If you cut a promo on a person, because the way you put your words together, I'm like, this man has a variety of things that he must have watched growing up, because he can go here to the 70s and 60s movies, or he can come up to the gangster movies that we watching nowadays. Like, I'm gonna ask this, even though I should.
Go ahead.
Are you a movie person?
I am a movie buff, man.
Okay.
I am a movie buff. I love me some film. I don't know if we talked about this last time, the favorite movies or not. I guess we must not have, but anything with that man Denzel in it, call it a day. I've already seen it. Eddie, are you kidding me? Come on now. Stop playing with me. I met this cat this weekend that could do an Eddie Murphy impression. His name is Paragon. I want to say he wrestles out of Ohio.
Yeah.
That man, first of all, not only can he sing like Keith, he can't sing like Keith. He can't sing like Keith. But he can sing. That boy can sing, right? And he can do an Eddie Murphy impression outside of this world, Jack. But can't nobody act quite like Ja. And that's what I stole from Denzel. Training Day, John Q, Harlem Nights. What? Who you talking to? Stop playing with me before I turn to a song.
Okay. Got everything out here. Now, you said the moves in the ring, some people just go out there and say, I can move better than you. You did this move at Black Wrestlers Matters. And then I was watching the AEW Dark Special the next night, and you did this same move. How do you come up with someone coming to you at the rope, and then you do the little spin and come back around. Like
Hey,
I
we
was
call
like,
that boomerang.
boomerang? Yeah, boomerang. Like that. I've never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, man. It's that's mine. That's patented. That's patented. If anybody else doing that, they got that from Jah. That much I know.
Okay.
That was a discovery by accident, actually. Full honesty, I was wrestling a match down in Davenport, Iowa, where I trained, and me and the dude are doing our deal in the corner, and I went to take off and run away from him, and I completely forgot to let go of the top rope, and for some reason, I kept holding on, and it yanked me back. And I swung underneath. At that time, I didn't come back around. I just fell to the outside to the floor. But I was like, get out of here. Ain't nobody going to see this joint coming. Ain't nobody. When I hit Andrade, Cien Almas, El Idolo, Flair with that joint, he was shook, man. He was shook. He didn't understand it, and I get it. It's one of the few things that I can say that I contributed moves wise, because I'm not so much the moves guy. I can't do all of the things. I can punch you in the face. I can wrestle you down. You know, I ain't no Golden Gloves boxer, but you know I know how to defend myself in scrap. I can do that. But if you hit me with that moonsault, you know I need to be close to a rope to get a foot on. That's aerial
Look at
moves.
that. So you've been wrestling about 6 years?
Yeah, man. January 2023 will start my 7th year of professional wrestling. 6 years strong. Started in January and March of 2016, down in Davenport, Iowa.
Good. I know who your trainers was, but gotta tell the people let the people know who trained you.
Well, you know, I don't like gloating about it. You know, just because how it sounds. I prefer to just tell people I was trained by some black architect named Tyler.
Oh.
And
Y'all gotta put two and two together.
You do the dot connecting from there, and you can figure it out. I'm not. I don't say that. I say it tongue in cheek, but I don't say that to be disrespectful at all. It's just the very much on my journey thing, and that black architect named Tyler needs to stay where he is. You know, training was awesome though. In all seriousness, Seth Rollins and Merrick Brave down in Davenport, Iowa for Black Brave Wrestling Academy, and it was a time. It was a time.
Black and Brave, Tyler Black, Seth Rollins, y'all should have put that together. Y'all say y'all love wrestling. Y'all should have put all that together.
I thought we loved wrestling, Jack.
That's what I'm saying. They should have put it together. You got to talk about this because, you know, Trailblazer, I said it in the intro. Got this man all in my house on posters and everything.
Yes, sir.
Black Wrestlers Matters. All
That's
the
a beautiful piece of artwork you got there.
It is. I appreciate it. Proud sponsor every time they have a show. We talked to you after you won the championship belt. If you click right there, like I tell people, I'm gonna put the clip in here. But how did it feel? I think you were the champion for 440 days, maybe, or 430. I think it was 440.
About 440, somewhere around that. Just over a year. Just over a year and a half. It's awesome, man. It's one of my proudest accolades, to be honest with you, because it's not often that you get a championship that's introduced to the professional wrestling industry that enters at top level expectation. Because if we don't put the care and the heart and the attention into what that championship means, what differentiates this championship, how are these matches good? You know what I mean? Is this championship and this champion traveling and getting more eyes on him and growing as he should be? Because if it's just, you know, a tree falling in the forest with nobody around to hear it, you know, did it happen? And to be a guy that was lucky enough to have the first reign, and you know, the first time these people heard about the Black Wrestlers Matter Championship, the BWM Championship, the Silver Smoker, and the entire company, it's kind of on my back, on my shoulders, and I don't say that from an egotistical point. That I say that from a vantage point of knowing what the purpose of being a champion is, and what the duty and the job is. And it's something that I take incredibly seriously, and I would never in my life have signed on to compete with anybody that I didn't believe could potentially carry that weight. And there's not many cats in the game that I believe can do my job. Nobody can do my job, but to follow up what I do. But one of the guys that I very much believe in and I very much know is going to uphold all of those things and the expectations that I talked about just a minute ago. One guy that I believe in and it is JDX, the new BWM champion. You look at him, and he's not some dude in spandex, booty shorts, knee-high leather boots, and baby oil. Dude's a star. Frontman Jah's a star. And to wear that championship, it's the bar is high. To compete for that championship, the bar is high. There's pride, but there's also,
All right, so because she said it when I talked to her, so I will be remiss if I don't bring this up. Brooke had that championship match, and she kept saying you even said that you ain't want to fight her. I mean,
did I say that? I said that.
Or you when she said you wouldn't let her get a match. So I mean, you here, I can ask you directly.
You can't ask me directly. I believe in JDX. I believe in Brooke Valentine. I don't believe that JDX has a night that he could be better than me. But I damn sure don't believe that Brooke can better me on any night. I have heard her knocking on my door since the day they strapped that championship around God's waist, asking for an opportunity, demanding an opportunity, actually, which I find to be hilarious considering the very waist that championship was put around that night when she came barging down to the ring, demanding stuff. The very waist has been on more channels than I can count, wrestled for more companies than I can count, with no end in sight. In fact, 2023 is going to be the biggest year of my career yet. I don't like fighting women. That's just my preference, right? But if I'm put in a position where she has earned herself the opportunity to compete for my championship, even though she doesn't have those accolades that I just talked about, you got to give me a reason to get interested. You know what I mean? So just because the office says, hey, John, you got to defend it against her because she beats 3 other bozos and bum F-word nowheresville, and we say that she can go one-on-one with you. She can't. This David versus Goliath, I don't get why I would do that. Talk me into that. Can you convince me? Huh? She called me out. I put out my promo. I ain't heard one word from her since. Just what? And why am I? I'm the champion. I was. I got to admit, I did get beat. I was the champion. But much like JDX is now, if I wanted to go for that championship again, I have to be the one barking at him. He's already got the job done. So if I want that strap back, I got to call him out his name publicly, because that's what this is. Now, I'm not some princess who just gets booked on the regular because I got a badass body to show you off. I got to work. I got to bust my ass. So, Tracy Chapman, baby, give me one good reason.
Yeah. Brooke, well, you heard that. we had another person on here, and I wasn't expecting him to say anything to you, and it just came out of nowhere. Um, he won the Rumble twice, and then this year he lost it. But he was trying to say he was more of a name than he was because he was holding that trophy for 2 years. D'Lo Diggs. But he said you are a superstar. But he was just saying you may have been scared to fight him or something.
I ain't never ran from a, and I think we're about to get the day to start running.
Get money, yes.
D'Lo Diggs.
D'Lo.
Must not have heard me when I came on the pod because I opened it up telling my world that I am everything that he is not. Jacked, good looking, and most certainly touched by the hand of God. Again, no, I'd fight D'Lo if the money was right. It'd be an easy win in my column. I don't think he's got what it takes to rock with me. But as for, am I scared? Dog, I'm the guy that stood toe-to-toe in Chicago with Keith Lee, and I didn't bow down. Why would I be scared of D'Lo Diggs? That's hilarious.
How is it? Go right into it. How was it being there on the AEW show?
That was fantastic. It was fantastic. I would have preferred if I would have been able to win that night. I'm not a guy that's scared about talking about his losses, but if I was going to lose to anybody, it was going to be to two bona fide superstars like Keith Lee and a freaking mogul that has inspired my entire outlook on the business aspect, Shane Swerve Strickland. It was a one of a kind experience, and I don't like throwing around the word surreal, but I've just been on this roll of absolutely unbelievable moments inside this art form, man. From getting to work in Minneapolis at the Target Center, the very place that I grew up going to against Andrade, all the way to getting to tag team with one of my one independent wrestling idol in ACH, and then going on to be tag team champions, and then all the way to being there at the Now Arena in the ring with Swerve and Our Glory, two guys that the E said no to, but they said yes to the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like it's just one dopeness after another that is just, it's hard to comprehend. It's something that I can gush about it now, and it might sound dope now, but I don't think the real perspective is going to really be understood until the documentary hits.
You unforgettable moments. We can't forget about the moments you had on Monday Night Raw with the cowboy hat.
Yeah, the super stripper, as ASN would say. These hips don't lie, Jack.
I looked, I said, I know that ain't Jah-C up there. That was Jah-C. Okay, we out here.
All the way out here. I ain't been called back since, but they doing different things.
They're doing different things that somebody should call Jah-C. He said two things. He said unforgettable moment. Then I was there July 15th in Chicago, where him and this man, he said his mentor, won them AAW tag team championships. I remember being at one of the first shows, seeing Jah-C come out, and he was at the beginning of the show in like a 6-man scramble match. And then to see you and ACH win the tag titles, if it was July 15th, that means you're at maybe 73 days. But maybe a week or two ago, he said he was, I don't know if he said he was done with wrestling, but I heard people saying that.
It's not my place to speak out of turn. I can't tell his story for him, but I can tell you that my brother is taking care of himself right now, and I can tell you that I love wrestling, and you love wrestling, and he loves wrestling, so we love wrestling.
Okay, so you still tag champs?
Ain't nobody beat me.
All right. That's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for right there. Ain't nobody beat you as of yet. AAW, the whole scene out there, Davenport, Iowa to Chicago. Ja, I'm gonna ask this question. I want you to be totally honest because you've been making debuts at a lot of places. But do you feel you getting the respect that you deserve out here as of yet?
Ah, you know,
Before you answer, because I'm gonna tell you truthfully, I saw you Saturday at Black Label Pro. I didn't think you were there, but you were outside, and I guess you walked by the door for a second. And my buddy was like, "Yo, I think I just saw Jah-C outside," and I'm like, "What? He's not on the show." He was like, "No, but I think he just walked by. I don't know that's him, but I think he just walked by." I was like, "Well, when I go get my food, came out, you was right there." So you got a lot more places that you're gonna debut, but are they giving you the respect that you think you deserve? Because I got thoughts.
you know, John Cena said one time that he hates the word deserve, and I don't plan on mimicking every step of somebody that was just working for VKM, but that's something that I agree with. I don't know if I dig the word deserve because that implies that there was some finish line that you reached and that everybody's obligated to give you the world's riches and wonders. But I like I said, man, I'm on an unbelievable run right now. So I guess it's the respect thing is just kind of I don't know if that's for me to decide. I don't know if that's for me to decide. I don't. All I can do is keep focusing on the art and keep producing. Um, I I enjoy the people that I work with. Some of them, and I got the expansion of the culture in the world of professional wrestling has been very good for my mental, and I feel the love there. Fuck the respect. I feel the love there. So as far as that respect I deserve and getting other places and all that jazz, it'll come with the time, and I'm gonna keep playing my music.
You
I
earn
can
more.
say Black Label Pro. I will be down there in November.
You on Slamilton?
I'm on Slamilton, baby.
Oh shit, we in the building.
Who's going one-on-one with El Fronte?
We in the building.
Who said I'll stand toe-to-toe with a god? I dare ya. Or I might scare ya. I don't know.
When y'all hear this, November 12th, Slamilton, 2 shows, 3 and 7. Talk to the guy on Saturday because I had a ticket to the first Slamilton, but it got canceled. So I'm in their front row seat. You'll see some videos from Mr. Jah-C because Slamilton, I know that car is gonna be crazy.
Yes, it is. I believe that's November 12th.
Yes.
November 12th.
Crown Point. Come up to Crown Point. If you're in Chicago, it's real short. If you're in Indy, it's like 2 hours, 15 minutes. Let's make it happen. You want to ride with me? Hit me up. Man.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What else you got for me? What else you got for me, Trey?
It's one of my break segments in between. I always ask this question.
Sure.
The Rock or Stone Cold?
Oh, come on. The Rock.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
19 to 15 people. The Rock is lead. Yes.
The Rock is the lead. Hey, don't make no mistake about it. Steve is 1A. He is 1A. Yeah. You ain't wrong if you pick him.
Yeah, we all.
I said I do this for my culture to let y'all know what I'm looking like in a bulletproof Rover. That's Rock. That's DJ.
Hey yo.
That's DJ.
It's never no right or wrong answer. I just like to see where people's heads are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they say, as us black men, be like, hey, The Rock was the person, growing up, that's the dude for us. You know what I'm saying? That's who we was watching. So, it's no right or wrong.
That's the dude, but I would be remiss if I didn't pipe up and I didn't say Can that camera see that?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Can you dig it?
sucker.
Come on now. Put some respect on Uncle Booker.
You got to put respect on Booker T.
He was the man. I've been calling that I've been calling that crippled back, dread-headed, gray wizard-looking out for I don't know how long. And you know what? He had the audacity. He had the audacity to get buff again, throw on some tights, and hop in the ring with somebody not named Jah. Now, he don't know me from a campaign on the wall, but if you don't know, you damn sure should know. Booker T needs Jah-C. That's a dream. That really is that's a dream match.
Reality of wrestling. I'm sending this clip directly to y'all because y'all got Culture Inc. there, and Jah-C wants Booker T. I mean, y'all might as well. I mean, he did get into the ring. He ain't do too much. Well, we ain't gonna talk about you, Booker, but you need to go one-on-one with the front man, whole match.
If I can, since this clip is going to him.
If he can, respectful.
If I can, just allow me 10 seconds tops to ask this. Booker, hi. Queen Charmel, hello, beautiful. Booker, can you still go? I don't know.
Tell me he didn't just say that. He didn't just say that. He didn't just say that. He did.
Oh, he said that.
He said that.
He said that.
He said that. Hey.
We got something to talk about.
Y'all already know who Gary. Yeah. Y'all know who these clips going to, because we need it to happen. Oh man. I asked it earlier. It's gonna be one of my final two questions. Just want to go into your mind because I'm asking everybody now that we're doing this. Who are like your top two storytellers that you think in indie wrestling?
Ooh, it's got to be ACH's for one, because I can remember vividly ACH versus Matt Riddle at the Logan Square Auditorium, and there was a lot of damage done to ACH's leg in that match, and watching his pursuit to push past that pain to climb up to the top rope with the most dread that I've seen put on display since the days of HB Shizzle, man. His storytelling ability is really, really good. Another one of my favorites. Big fan of Jimmy Jacobs. Big fan of Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs, he's got a plethora of feuds that he's embarked in throughout his career. But one of my favorites in recent memory was what he did at AEW in Chicago against Mance Warner. There was just, if you weren't hip to that run of matches and feud, that rivalry, that angst between these guys, I would highly recommend that you check that out. Highly recommend that you check that out. The promos were on 10. The battles were on 11. And Jimmy's had a storied career. Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to add a 3. And there's no particular order. Eddie fucking Kingston.
True.
Yeah, that one's there.
That's very true. That's 3 great people right there. Like Eddie will talk you into a building too.
Yes, he will. And forward around that out has got to be front man, because Jack, good looking at myself. No, I'm not.
Well, I don't know if you caught wind of this, but you were the Black Wrestlers Matter champion, and a guy came on the show. He had won the Chocolate Sea Championship. I just want to play you an excerpt of what this man had to say about you.
Yo, please.
Let's see, where is that? Here we go. All right. Do you know the Chocolate Sea champion?
The chocolate sea champion, I can't say that I do.
Andino, Christopher Andino.
Front man, yeah. I would like to talk shit to someone who can talk like that. I think the match will be good. Don't get me twisted, but I just want to talk shit with him. I want to see if he can talk shit with someone who can talk shit to him back. Because every time I see him, talking his talk to people, it seems like he's in the same situation as me from that. But it black wrestlers matter too. Yeah, and it seems like a lot of people who be talking that talk can't talk that talk good. So I want to see what happens when that's not the case.
Did that dude just doubt me? Is that what he just did?
That's what it sounded
like. Said?
Yeah.
Okay.
The chocolate sea champion.
Is that guy?
Huh?
Who the f is that guy? In the words of Conor McGregor. I want to test him. What? You sound... Hee-haw. Stupid mother... Are you dumb? That was the Breakfast Club reference.
I got a Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Y'all been looking for a challenger for y'all chocolate sea champion. I'm just saying, may even be a good champion. Right? I mean, he would be a good champion right over here. I mean, Chocolate City demands chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting
chocolate thunder with my brother called himself, so I'm gonna steal that. I'm chocolate lightning.
Oh, chocolate light. There it is. Chocolate lightning. Fight Club. I'm just saying, make it happen. Y'all got a lot of events going on in 2023. Maybe something to look at. Jah-C. Last question I always ask here before we get out of here, before I have you put yourself open. If there was 3 people on the independent scene that you think they need to know about Jah-C, you want to face, do you have 3 people you think worthy to face you?
3 people, not too many people are worthy, but 3 that I would like to face. Rich Swann. I know he's an Impact guy, but I'm gonna let that count. Just because I see him at shows and I have a one-on-one. Then I would say Trey Miguel. Not an Impact guy, but I see him on shows and I want him. And number 3. Number 3's got to be a big guy. Jake something.
That's a big guy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's who I'd like to work with right now.
What's his name? Something.
Something like that. I don't know.
That might happen on the 12th. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right. Before we get out of here, this is what we call the put yourself over moment. This is where you let the people know your social media, ways they can support you. If you got shirts or anything where they can buy, we just ask for you to put yourself over.
Come on. Put me over. I gotta put me over. Y'all don't know who I am. Jack, good looking, most certainly, all that jazz. Come on. At Frontman Jah on every social media platform. And I'm talking about Instagram. I'm talking about Twitter. I'm talking about Brazzers. I'm talking about Pornhub. I'm talking about... No, I'm joking. But if you could also head over to ProWrestlingTees.com/Frontman Jah, ROX, because he does, and you can get your very own Frontman Jah merchandise. I've got a plethora of t-shirts that will be coming out in the next month or so. So you can get the vintage stuff right now. Follow me on YouTube too at Frontman Jah.
Frontman Jah on YouTube. I think I was watching it the other day. I got a short up, a little promo you was going with some kid about a show August 10th. I don't know if that was old or new. But they just
little dread-headed kid.
Yeah.
Was he playing basketball by chance?
Y'all was standing in front of a car.
Out front. Yeah. That's my little brother Michael. That's that's Young Blood.
Okay.
That's Young Blood.
Yeah, I was going at it.
That was back in 2019.
Okay.
That was going one-on-one with Eric Cannon back then. I was smacking them all around Minneapolis. I love
I
that
agree.
guy. I love that guy. That's another guy that I think more people just in general need to put the respect on his name, because what he has done for the entirety of all those guys you see on TV had to pass through Eric Cannon. And what he has built up here in Minneapolis, and this Minneapolis wrestling scene, everybody thinks that Chicago is just like the hotbed, or like Jersey or wherever GCW plants their flag is the hotbed. But what we've been putting on display up here in Minneapolis under the guise of Eric Cannon, what we all do is second to none, because we are first. Damn, I'm good at this thing.
Ain't it First Wrestling?
It is, yeah. All that was off the dome, Jack. I'm good at this, and I meant every word of it. Eric Cannon.
Eric Cannon, if y'all don't know, I think the last I saw him and Devon Monroe in a match on one of the last First Wrestling shows that I've seen that was on IWTV. But they do have some bangers out there that you need to check out if you don't know about the Minneapolis area. Like this, if they had a starting five, I'll put their starting five up against almost anybody. That's just me talking. Don't take my word for it. Book them and see. Let's see. Ja, man, that was a quick 30 right there. That's all I really asked for is 30. We got Jah-C here. I mean, y'all see the man on TV everywhere, and he just came through. Y'all saw him here before, but man, I just appreciate having this combo. Let's see. Anything else we got that we should touch on?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, Trey, just because we talking and we about to get off. One of my dreams that I like to do, that I very much am going to do, is a frontman jive film, man. You got that in the works. That's gonna be fun. I don't want to tell nobody but y'all.
The little clips that you like, they be about 1.5 to 2 minutes, but the way you put those clips together. Like you did, I know it was one you was in a room, and I said, yo, he killing the promo game right now. I haven't seen a promo like this. Then you was on Instagram, and I saw a post that you put up about just indie wrestling. It was in black and white going off. I said, every time I hear this man talk, he get me hyped to see what's coming next. But I heard you say documentary earlier, but is this the same thing, a film that you're doing?
Man, nah. 2023 is gonna be chock full of a bunch of content. I would like when I refer to the documentary, I'm talking about the cliche of the wrestling journey. Every wrestler has that documentary that comes out. That's part of the dream. That one I can't rush at all. I have no power over that. That's somebody else gets to tell me when I've done enough things to talk about. But this project I'm talking about is going to be something real special. I'm gonna make sure of it. And the only reason I talk about it, and I will remain talking about it vaguely, but the reason I talk about it is to make sure that it comes to fruition. And I want to make sure that it's something that is uplifting for the entirety of the scene, rather than just me. Not me, we.
When it come out, we got to have you on to talk about it.
You got to.
All right, man.
Now everybody gonna start asking. Don't ask me when it's don't.
Don't ask for it. Just wait for it. It may not come when you want it, but it's gonna come on time.
Yeah,
it's on my radar now, so I'm be paying attention. Oh man, what else? That's what we got here. Am I forgetting anything? Gotta make sure I don't forget nothing. That's everything.
That's everything. Worst case scenario, we'll do it again next time.
So when y'all watch this, also the show I was at, go watch Good Trouble Volume 4, Ohio Wrestling Alliance. He was on that show. Check that out. Go on IWTV, just type in Jah-C or frontman Jah-C. Y'all can see it there. He told y'all about the YouTube. Always the links are in the description. Jah-C, thank you for giving us this time. I truly appreciate it, sir. And guys,
hey, cut it out.
I'm just saying, I'll tell them all the time to get people on the show. We got to see them in person. We got to like what they doing. We keep following, and we there. So, you know, get out of here. This a busy man. He got a movie coming out. People go, like, but like I always say here.
Hey, I'm the worst actor in the game. I'm the dude that told you about the project before the project started working. Started project. Ain't that a man? Don't listen to me, y'all. I'm lying about everything.
Oh, the one thing that's perfectly legal. The one thing that is perfectly legal that you are addicted to. What is that? All right, guys. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I see it. Well, there it is. Like I always say, I'm Trey D. And if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's 2 Street.
I love you, bro.
For the culture.
I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we. You're not here, you missing out. Is this show?